Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback. Now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I got to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
On first down, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run, Achane. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fighting his way through contact. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. ETN up the middle. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Lawrence. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Duvernay in motion. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And that's what Trevor Lawrence I remember coming out of college. Never afraid to tuck the ball and go if people were covered downfield. 2 scores as a rookie, 5 last year. He knows when it's time to take off and put it in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down and a little more than a yard here. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel if they have a really good
touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me...
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Being chased out left. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Marcus May with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a 2nd and 6. In motion, Hill. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. A quick throw there is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa goes right back to Smith again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that 1st play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that'll bring up second down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught by OBJ. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. This time they stay on the ground. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out. Bounds, says the line judge. The throw. Took him a little too far at 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And off to Achane to begin the drive. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Flushed out right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on fourth down. Going with their tight end on fourth. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion right here, Washington. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Bigsby once more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tank Bigsby taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Huntley, and the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We've been talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Washington in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Up the middle, Johnson. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Huntley. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Huntley off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Huntley on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Huntley to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, good move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now a 2nd and 2. And Bigsby once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here, Staff Point, when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to follow. Easily see how many. Here are some recommendations to get you started. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.